Some really bad people out there, both men and women, when it comes to relationships and maintaining them. But there are also some good people out there, and some of those good people are of the male persuasion. The best way for me to answer this question is with something I said in my book about the subject. In the book, I say that good guys are hard to find because bad guys are hard to let go of. Women claim that they want the regular guy that works every day, keeps his word, takes care of his responsibilities without being forced to, and puts his girl on a pedestal. But once they get him, he's too boring, he's too corny, he's too predictable. And then they go back to the guy with the edge to him, the charm, the charisma, the man that you can smell the danger on and can predict. You can predict that he is going to hurt you or break your heart. We seldom actually meet people for real. People are drawn to the familiar and to the things we like and repelled by the things that don't interest us, all based on our personal experiences or what we have heard or seen and decided to like or dislike. Now, fellas, women have to worry about a man cheating on them. So they worry about their competition is another woman or other women. It's different for men. For men, your competition is not necessarily another man. It's the memory of one. And what I mean by that is you have to compete with the memory of that great guy or the memory of that horrible guy. Because women give power to their past. Their memories define their future or hold them hostage. What I'm getting at is, okay, so say for instance, she meets this new nice guy. They're out, they're on the street, they're chilling, they're relaxing. They bump into each other. He genuinely likes her and he says hello. Before she even takes the time to have the conversation with him, she's already going through her mental checklist to see if he either strikes a chord and reminds her of that guy that changed her life and blew her mind and made her feel amazing and the first person that ever made her think about getting married or riding off on a horse into the sunset. Or she's looking at the other side of the page, the other side of the list, checking to see if he's that same guy that lied to her all the time, messed with her best friend. She forgave him. He cheated on her again, stole her money, borrowed her money, didn't want to work, was a deadbeat, but gave her great sex. Don't even get me started on the fact that so many people get caught up in bad situations because they equate great sex with love. That's another story for another time. But on this topic, I'm speaking to the fact that we don't, or women in particular, do not meet new people or nice guys because, like I said, everyone they meet is someone they already know. Because before you can get close to them, you have to compete with the memory of someone old. Can't meet someone new if everyone you meet is competing with the memory of someone old. It's just my take on it. That's so crazy to me. So of course there are no nice guys because you can't see even when there are. You still got those blinders on. If it was a good view, it's rose-colored glasses because everything you see is rosy. But when it's that bad dark view, you got on those storm shades. It's already dark and you got shades on, so everyone you look at has this dark persona, this bad image. They're already a bad guy before you even meet them. That is unfair to the guy, and that is so unfair to you as the woman. Okay, so that's my take on that. But let's go to what happens when she actually meets a horrible person. So my rule of thumb for dealing with the situation in terms of horrible people is there's one thing I try to remember. I learned this the hard way. Horrible people will always show you, tell you, or give you the inkling that they're a horrible person. And you only have to do one job with horrible people. All you have to do is believe them. When they show you that they are horrible and that they are a terrible person, you just have to listen, pay attention, and believe it. But so many of us, what we do, because they have a few of the things on our checklist, they're a beautiful person on the outside. They have this characteristic that I want my child to have. The sex is so amazing. Like I said, don't get me started on the sex being amazing. The craziest part of all about it is we see the signs, we hear the signs clearly, but we do what so many people in love do. We explain it away. Oh, he didn't really mean that. Oh, she's not really like that. Oh, he doesn't treat me like that. It's just because of the alcohol. He was drinking at the time when he said that. He really didn't mean to hit me. Oh, maybe it was my fault for pushing him too much, for nagging. Come on, man. Seriously? Don't we get it? At what point do we not acknowledge the fact that explaining away people's faults does not make the faults go away? All it does is keep us connected to people who we should not be connected to because they are not good for us. Not saying that their flaws are there and I'm not flawed because we're perfect people. No, everyone is flawed. We all have flaws. But I am saying that when you recognize that this person is not good for you and not going to treat you well, and this relationship is not going to go in the direction that you need and want it to, run, escape, get out, listen to yourself, trust your gut. You cannot change them. They will not change because of you. Yes, change is possible, but it takes an emotional situation to change someone and maintain that change. It has to be a choice that they make. It has to be a situation based on experiences that they have that change them. You can't do it. You can help influence change and help people grow, but that is such a slow process. But if they are a fundamentally horrible person and they are showing you this by the way they treat other people, they may treat you well, but they treat their family, or they treat their ex, they treat their baby mother, they treat their baby father, they treat these people that they used to love, mind you, used to love these people. Now they treat them horribly. You had better believe if they have the ability to treat other people this way, they have the capacity and the ability to do the same to you. They're horrible people. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. My daughter and a few of my other friends asked me this question. They said, how does someone that has been out of the relationship world or the world of trying to date get back into it? How do you go from chasing your career, chasing your ambitions, establishing yourself, and focusing on you to build you up so you can be a good you to share your life with someone? Now you're ready to do exactly that. You're ready to jump back in. So I thought about this for a second. The first way I would answer that is to say, first and foremost, I am so proud of anyone in that current situation. Why? Because that is a very taxing, very frustrating, very scary position to be in. So I'm very proud of the bravery and the courage that you guys have. Anyone in that situation that's about to do that, that is a brave thing to do. The confidence it takes and the bravery, and all bravery is when you're afraid to do something, you do it anyway. So I applaud that. So now, further